she's laughing.
Ella, the chimpanzee, is just 1.5. Her mother was killed by hunters and sold as bushmeat. A man recently came to the Liberian Chimpanzee Rescue and Protection Center wanting to sell Ella as a pet. A staff member recorded the conversation.
How much are you trying to sell her for?
How much? I say for 400. For 400. Come here, baby. Come to me.
John? Okay, well, you know, it's illegal to sell a chimp. You're going to have to let go of her. Let go of her.
I'm from the FDA. The FDA law says.
The seller doesn't seem to understand, but baby chimpanzees wouldn't survive alone in the wild. In the bush, chimpanzees live with their mothers until they're 5 years old. Jenna Briggs has become a foster parent. She'll look after Ella for the next 4 years. Ella is lucky to have such a devoted carer.
I very like to be with him. I love them so much. I wish that if they can find a place for them in the future, if they can find a big place, when they grow up, you put them there, and the way they're paying people to pay also feed them, they just be there. Yes, then at least they will be safe. It's good for them to be safe.
Ella's been fed. Now it's time for grooming and playing.
They love to be groomed. I'm grooming her.
In a few months, Ella will go to the big outdoor enclosure to play with the bigger chimpanzees. There are 24 there. With so many mouths to feed, it's a non-stop job for the team of 15 workers. Caring for one chimpanzee costs around $4,000 a year. It's important the staff know how to treat them. They're wild animals after all. They're now pets. You can't keep them in the house because they'll scatter everything. They're friendly, but sometimes as soon as they reach certain age, sometimes they'll come and take your food and put it in their mouth. The chimpanzee population has been in decline for decades. During the 2 civil wars, they were a sought-after source of meat. Wildlife vet Jim Desmond and his wife Jenny have been running the center since 2015. Today, caring for the young animals keeps the team busy. So far, the Desmonds have funded the initiative mainly out of their own pockets. They haven't had the means to integrate the animals into wild. But now the organization has found and purchased suitable land, and they plan to set up a protected area of 50 square kilometers on a river island not far from the capital, Monrovia.
It's going to be great because it's going to be a natural environment for them to learn how to climb. There's certainly some foods that they'll be able to eat, but they'll learn about living in the wild. And then if we ever do a reintroduction program, we'll probably have to have a secondary site where we then teach them about the forest that they would be living in. But really, it's just going to be great for them. It's just a much more natural environment than the current environment that they're living in.
Jim hopes to release the first chimpanzees into forest next year, and hopefully, in a few years, little Ella will get to monkey around back in a natural habitat.